so great to be here. It's actually the first time that I, as the director of EDN, come to a rough cut session, and I got so much out of it myself. And I've been in the profession for 30 years, being a producer, so I think I know what I'm talking about. And still, it's so great to hear from these specialists how they look upon things. I think this is an exercise that every single documentary filmmaker should go through. It's in a way a painful exercise because we all love our own babies and we made them themselves and we think they are perfect, and then it turns out they're not perfect. And sometimes it's only a little thing that you need to make it a lot better. I love this format and I'm going to promote it very much. And I really encourage all the documentary filmmakers that you might meet to go through this process. If it's not on a stage like this, do it in the school, do it in the editing room, but listen to your audience and listen to the specialist. I loved this morning.
Okay, great. What else is most important in this kind of events? Is it like the networking with colleagues and meeting new people from the area?
Networking, it's incredibly important, not only because these people can actually help you in your projects. Oh, let me introduce you to that person, or maybe go to that fund. That's practical information. But the most important is the exchange of ideas. Listening to each other, it's always enriching. Also, you feel a lot less lonely, because making documentaries can be a very lonely profession. A lot of things fail, it takes more time than you were counting on, whatever. And at a certain moment, everybody reaches a point where you said, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. And then just talking to colleagues who share their experiences, who share their feelings, it makes you feel so much better. So going to places like this, listening to people, but also talking to people, don't be shy. We are all on the same level, whether you're a starter or whether you're an old dinosaur like myself. We have to talk to each other. It's fantastic. What we found out is that there is a big difference between film school and reality. And I have seen talented people step out of the profession because they entered the profession with the wrong idea. Thinking, oh, it's going to be easy, everybody's waiting for us. It's not easy. Nobody's waiting for you. If you know that beforehand, and if you know the environment, then you're much stronger when you start making your first film, or you're producing your first film. So yes, I think that film students should become a member of EDN. You know that even if you're not a member, you have access to the website. There you can already find a lot of good information. I think that film schools actually should become members. Certainly for the last year students or the master students or whatever system you are in, so that they can give you full access, but also can accompany you. Because you might find information that you don't really understand because you're not really in the profession yet. But then one of your tutors or your professors can help you with that. And actually we are promoting that now. We are reaching out to film schools and say, become a member so that we can help you. And we are actually also creating workshops where we go to film schools to try to bridge this gap between theory and reality. We do pitching workshops, we do editing workshops, we talk about the whole industry. We are doing that all over Europe now, and I find it very, very, very informative for the students, but also for us. Because once again, many people that you will meet in these kind of circumstances, they have my age. We are dinosaurs. And the media industry is changing. You are living and working in a different world than we did. At the moment, it's balancing a little bit. It's not only important for you to hear about us and our experiences, it's also very much important for us to hear from you young people, how you look upon documentary, how you look upon the media society of today. It's a very good cross-information tool that we have. So the more we meet students and the more film schools we meet, the happier I am.
Okay, great. Maybe we will join.
Thank you. You would be most welcome. It's a very complicated issue, and as you know, we will have a debate about that this afternoon. I personally don't care where people watch documentary. I'm going to say this afternoon. I'm hardly watching television anymore. It has nothing to do with the fact that I don't like it. First of all, I'm quite busy. I'm not that often at home. But what television is offering me today, it's not what I'm looking for. If I want to see good documentaries, I go on the internet, I go to festivals, or I buy the DVDs, or I ask a link. But I'm a privileged person because I know the producers, I can go to festivals, and I can find my documentaries. The men and women in the street for whom we all make our documentaries, they don't have those facilities, and they don't know our films exist. So I think there are two important issues. First of all, as documentary filmmakers, we have to think about marketing and outreach. Let the world know we are making these fantastic films that are so much stronger than these fucked up Hollywood feature films that are bullshit. That's one thing. The whole thing about television is not as much, it's not about a screen, a computer, connected television, internet, you can see it on your television and then you decide what you want to see and where you want to see it. The danger is in the financing. Until now, broadcasting has been a major partner in financing our films. Today it's a little bit less than a couple of years ago, but a couple of years ago, most of the money would come from broadcasting. 70% of your budget would be paid by broadcasters. Those budgets went down. But what this was, Netflix, the over-the-top companies, the video-on-demand companies, the cable operators, they use our documentaries, they show our documentaries, but they're not part of the financing model. So what scares me is not the fact that people are not sitting in front of their screen anymore. What scares me is that television is not investing in documentary anymore. And I believe that if public broadcasters, because I make a distinction between public broadcasting and commercial broadcasting. Commercial broadcasters, they have to earn their money. That's like McDonald's. McDonald's sells hamburgers that taste awfully, people like it, they do it, fine. I'm not going there, but I don't care. But public broadcasters, they have a completely different role. They have to show the world what's going on, and they have to show the work that people like yourself very soon and my colleagues have been doing in the past, and they don't do it. And then it's a circle that starts rolling, or a snowball that starts rolling. They don't show the documentary, people are not asking for documentary, and very soon the managers up there say, why should we invest in documentary? Because nobody is asking for it. And I'm old enough to know that if you tell people and if you show people what fantastic documentaries are being made in Europe, they like it and they will watch it. And that is the big difference from me, and that is the big problem that we are confronted with. I hope people are not going to start watching documentaries on their mobile phones, because everybody is putting so much effort in making great images and creating a fantastic soundtrack. I mean, that should be honored. Tablet, okay, I can live with it if you're on a train. Computer, okay, but have a big screen, but just link it to television and who knows what systems will come. I don't care about the screen, but it's about helping us, European people, produce our own strong documentaries that contribute to an open and democratic society and that entertain the audience. And entertaining doesn't mean singing and dancing, but it's, you spend 55 minutes with me, I will make sure that these are worth your while. That's the task that we as documentary filmmakers have. You, me, and you. Yeah. Everybody can make images, everybody can record sound, and everybody can put them together. I mean, I don't have my computer with me. The dinosaur speaking. 20 years ago, when I needed to edit or go in post-production, I needed a lot of money. Today, I can do it in better quality than 20 years ago on my Apple or my PC computer. But that's a technical thing. Technical things have nothing to do with quality. What documentary filmmaking is, it's here. It's about ideas. It's about communicating. And it's about knowing what you're doing. All these people, and I'm so furious, I mean, from a democratic point of view, put on the internet whatever you want. I will not watch it. But research, which is so important, curating things, discussing with people, am I doing the right thing? Can I take this position? It has been said many times today. Have an attitude, express your opinion. You might be wrong, but at least we are going to discuss about it. And that is not what the internet or what these thousands of images are doing us. I don't call that a documentary. And I really, really, really hate it also because broadcasters are making, they're abusing that situation. young people like yourself. Oh, we go to the United States after school is finished, and we film for 3 months because we're having fun, we have our mobile phone, and we film everything. And then you come home with 400 hours of material. Ask Niels how he feels about dealing with that amount of material. Of course you can edit something out of it, but that's not a documentary. A documentary, it's an opinion, it's an open invitation to, this is my opinion, let's talk about it, or at least think about it. You might hate me for it, but at least let your grey mass function. That is what documentary, not the rubbish that we see on the internet. And now I'm getting really angry because, yeah, being an old man, I think I'm allowed to do so. No, I think that what happens in the outside world and technology has always some kind of an effect on what professionals are doing. But very often these technical effects, they use it to mask the fact that mistakes have been made. Why do we see all this fast editing? Because people don't know anymore how to shoot 2 shots and bring them together in the right way. I hate that also. Dinosaur speaking. No real documentary filmmaker is going to be influenced by it. A real documentary filmmaker might use those techniques because he thinks that they make sense in his storytelling. I don't know one decent documentary filmmaker who says, oh, that's what the market wants now, I'm going to adapt my style. That would be a big, big, big mistake. But of course, we live in the world of today, we look around us. Influenced, yes. But I don't think it's a major issue in documentary filmmaking. People who make documentaries out of a passion, they know what they want to do, how they want to do it, why they want to do it. And they're not going to look at the masses to tell them how to do their job. I don't think so.